Hello and welcome to Fifth and Grace. Today we are diving into the energy of the December full moon. It takes place on December 15th, which is today, and it is in the sign of Gemini. So I do have, of course, an educational component here, so I will go through that for you. This moon is brimming with curious social and communicative energy, perfect for wrapping up the year by fostering meaningful connections and reflecting on lessons learned. It is cuffing season after all. So, our astrological insights. The Gemini influence, of course, with its dual nature, Gemini encourages open-mindedness and adaptability. Under this influence, we're drawn to learning, sharing ideas, and seeking clarity. It's good to ask those questions, isn't it? The Gemini-Sagittarius axis at this time highlights the balance between facts and philosophy, asking us to reconcile small details with the bigger picture. Interesting. So to me, what's coming through here is the reminder that feelings are not facts. So just because you feel a way about something, that doesn't mean it's true. It's just your feelings, and your feelings are created by your thoughts. So get your thoughts under control, and you may not have these poopy feelings anymore. There we go. So we also have this full moon square to Neptune in Pisces. And this aspect may stir up confusion or heightened sensitivity, making it essential to trust your intuition and double check your facts. Back to feelings are not facts. If you have a feeling about something and you're trying to present it as a fact, Google, my friend, Google. Just Google it, find out. Don't trust the mainstream media. Actually go to real sources. So for example, if I think most of the people watching this are either in America or Canada. If you're watching politics and you're watching it on the news, be aware that that is that government station's interpretation of what was said. So instead of listening to what the news is reporting, go watch the actual video of the press conference or the parliament or whatever it is and listen to what was actually really said. Because it's so easy to twist things around. For example, yesterday, Canada introduced a gun ban of like 300 guns that don't legally exist in Canada, but they've made it illegal to own them. So yeah, what they've done is they've just doubled down on guns that are already illegal because you can't have them in this country as it is. So I don't know, but it would be, the headlines this morning were all guns are banned. But when I looked, they're not. When I actually listened to the conversation that took place in Parliament, they're not. It's just a whole bunch of guns that don't legally exist here and don't. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, it's so easy for the mainstream to twist what was said to fit their agenda and their narrative. So if you got a feeling about something, check the facts. Go back and listen to the actual real words coming out of that person's mouth before you make moves and before you make decisions. Okay, so that was a big, long lecture on just making sure you're not confusing your feelings with your facts, especially the way that these planets are all lining up here. And we have Mars in Leo as well. So this infuses the full moon with the courage and confidence to express ourselves creatively. But make sure you have the facts. Make sure you have the facts. So things that you can do under this full moon. Do some journaling and journal about your growth. Like basically do a recap of the year, connect with other people, have conversations, reach out to people, share ideas. And, you can do it on social media. You can do it through art, like get together with people. This is a great time, like I said, for a brain dump. Get it all out of your head because it can be overwhelming. And, if you've got some limiting beliefs in there, like maybe it's time to release those as well. And this is a great time to do some learning, whether it be like on a trip or a workshop or a book or something. Dive a little deeper on a topic that interests you. And of course, grounding is so important. We want to stay grounded through this, and you can do this through breath work, meditation. If you live in a place where there's grass right now, you know, get your feet in the grass, get your feet in the dirt, and connect to things. Hug a tree. Hug a tree. So this full moon is inviting us to embrace both curiosity and clarity as we step into the new year. Curiosity. Do you know that curiosity is the antidote to judgment? When people are sitting in judgment, it is because they're not exercising curiosity, because they think they know everything and they're not curious about why someone might do something differently or why someone might disagree with them. And they don't ask questions. I know somebody like that. His opinion is the only opinion. And he's got no curiosity about why everybody else in the room aggressively disagrees with him. So that is always an interesting time. And yes, I'm related to that person. So I can't really just be like, okay, love and light, bye. All right, let's go. So we're going to tap in. We're going to pull some cards, see what the energy is around this full moon. Okay, we have the Page of Pentacles. Pentacles are represented by gifts here. As always, I'm going to look up the timing. I got a book with all the notes and all the timings in it. No timing here. But this is like something new is beginning, and it could be just that new journey for you, new perspective on life, new learning. Our pages are always about learning, new adventures, messages, things like that. Oh, this one's actually a really good card because it's talking about messages, which could be journaling. It could be reaching out to people. It could be people reaching out to you, new adventures, new stuff in your life. A lot of us are going to get some new stuff in a couple of weeks, or in, what's today, the 15th, 10 days. And so this is a great card to match up with that, as it's definitely a great reminder to journal, communicate, get creative, do something different in your life. The 10 of Good Cheer, which is the 10 of Cups in reverse. Somebody's going to be crying. Somebody's going to be crying. You know, whenever I see this card pop up around a holiday, especially Christmas, it's just a reminder that there's a lot of heightened emotions at this time of year, because it's not just about joy and presence and togetherness and all of that. For a lot of people, that togetherness is very dangerous. I had to make a decision 11 years ago about what my life would look like without my parents, and it continues to this day. And because it wasn't healthy. So I don't know, nothing is coming through that people are going to be getting divorced or breaking up, although this is a great time for that. People break up at the holidays all the time. Unmet expectations are usually unspoken expectations, by the way. But this is about dysfunctional family and disharmony, and going into a season where the expectation for many of us is that we will be spending time with family. This is a good time to prepare yourself for that. And if you go back to my boundaries video, which I will tag, I'll put it into the comments. I'll link it in the comments. Boundaries is coming up a lot right now. The boundaries video, and also the past self messages video from last week. Yeah, last week. It's all a blur. That one talks about boundaries as well. But we definitely want to have really good boundaries. You want to know what your line is with people who you may be obligated to spend time with, but also aren't very healthy for you. So again, just try to stay neutral in these situations. And we have the Child, which is the Fool. Excuse me, I still have this dry cough. It really is driving me crazy, I have to say. am just so many weeks with this, and it's just a little dry cough now. It's driving me bonkers. So we have the Fool, no timing connected to this. This is new beginnings. I feel like this energy of this moon is going to crack some people wide open, and they're going to purge a lot of stuff that isn't good for them, and then also start some new habits, some new behaviors, initiating new relationships, initiating new projects, things like that. And this time of year is amazing for that kind of stuff. Go back and watch my dream life video. I'm going to tag that one too. I'll put it in the description, and I'm actually writing it down this time so I don't forget. So go back and look at that one and see ways that you can manifest your dream life before the end of this year. And there's a ton of incredible information in there about if all you can manage right now at this point of the year is to lay some groundwork, that's going to put you miles ahead for 2025. And we have the Chariot, excuse me, in reverse. The Chariot in this deck is actually the Chariot. And this is, it's in reverse. It feels like a lack of direction. I think we're all just kind of floundering around right now. In a reading a couple weeks ago, I said, it feels like the world is on pause. Like everybody's just waiting with bated breath for somebody to make a move, for somebody to make the first move, something, whether that's in politics, the world, your personal life, whatever it is, it just feels like there's powerlessness, lack of direction. And then what happens there is the word victim is coming in, and the cautionary tale is the victim who becomes the perpetrator. Don't let it get that far. Don't sit in victimhood to the point that you become the aggressor, because there's some aggressive energy attached to this. So we definitely want, we want to be empowered. So whatever failures you think you have right now or from this year, don't be a victim. Sometimes things don't go our way or the way we want them to save us from something. 8 of Canes, which is 8 of Swords. As I keep trying to remember what these suits are with this. Hopefully by the end of this month, I'll have them all memorized and I'll be able to do it. No problem. So our 8 of Swords is normally feeling trapped, and it's basically like being trapped. Your mental state is keeping you trapped, but this is the complete opposite. This is about escape and freedom and finding solutions and taking control and overcoming obstacles, feeling empowered. Yeah, there we go. There's that word. There's a lot going on here, an awful lot going on, but some great messages coming through. And we have the Holly King, which is the Emperor. This is time to boss up, my friend. This is time to put your dreams and desires first in your life. And if you're doing something that is not serving that dream or desire, why are you doing it? You need to make choices about how you're going to spend your time, how you're going to move forward into the new year, and how you will behave, really. And are you going to behave like someone who's large and in charge and in control of your life? Or are you going to behave like the victim? Because these 2 cards are like, no, my friend, you're in control. You're empowered. You're the boss. You are going to take control. That is the message for you. And we will look at the final card, 10 of Wands. Why do they make them so dramatic? Why do they make them so dramatic? 10 of Wands is not this big sad card. This is a great reminder to delegate, to bring things to completion. So if you're feeling overwhelmed right now, many of us are, I had to sit down and do a brain dump myself and get everything I want to achieve in the next few weeks on paper so it actually looks reasonable and manageable. And then I have my, put someone's name beside each thing because I need to delegate because I can't do it all myself. Well, the men in my life sit and watch, I don't know, Netflix or something. So this is just a really good reminder that as you're tending to yourself and putting yourself and your own desires first, we can't escape the obligations of the season. We can't escape the obligations of our lives. Like we just can't. So if you need to delegate to achieve everything you want to achieve, do that. There's nothing wrong with that. Like I've got a list of things for my husband to do on the weekend so that we actually get ahead of ourselves in our life together and as a family. So, he's got his list. I'm going to send him out into the world to run around and do all the errands that need to be done. And I don't feel bad about that at all. Otherwise, what would he be doing? He'd be arguing with strangers on the internet. So, that's how he likes to spend his mornings when he's off, drinking coffee and arguing with strangers. So definitely, this is a great reminder to boss up and delegate. Beautiful message for our full moon. Thank you for joining me here today. Don't forget to click subscribe, leave a comment, and let me know what you think. And if you have an idea for a reading, let me know and I will add it to my list. Have a magical day.